So I ran across this video. It says she trusted her daughter at a friend's sleepover. Then this happened. Millennial mom says not again. So growing up, I'm a millennial, whatever case, if you can relate to it. I used to want to join sleepovers. Honestly, it was just, I think, one or two people throughout my lifetime. I did not have a lot of friends. I was always like the outcast or whatever cases, but I wasn't invited to nobody's sleepover. But what the moment happened when I wanted to sleep over and my parents said no. Till this day, I thank my parents for letting me not go because only God knows what would have happened because I found out that this so-called friend was actually very jealous of me. I'm not saying it's not really the people, it's the spirits behind them. Satan's going to use people that are around you to essentially water the whatever seeds, whatever vices they have going on, whatever sins they got going on inside of them towards you. Cause who would have known what would have happened? So I'm not sure what exactly happened in this video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and watch it. In my opinion, I feel like sleepovers are a total thing of the past. It's sad, but that's just the times that we're living in because of the rampant sin. So on this channel, we have difficult conversation, tough talks about things that people aren't really touching on, things that aren't really being said from a truth biblical perspective. I'm gonna go ahead and hit play on the video, let you know my thoughts in between. This is on a platform, Pink Book Lessons. Don't know her, I'm not associated with anybody, just reacting to content.
Ended up being recorded in the shower 3 times. The mom is who facilitated everything. She sent a text to the boyfriend saying, "Oh my God, baby, your dreams are coming true. We're going to stay in the night. Get the cameras ready." And he said, "For sure, don't let her shower until I get there." He is in jail now, 14 months, I think, on 21 counts of, and 1 count of obstruction of justice. The mom who facilitated it all and handed my child over on a silver platter, still free as a bird. So when you think you're being super careful and extra cautious, think over and over again before you let your child have a sleepover. I knew the mom very well. She is a nurse, which I know that anyone and everyone is capable of such. But she is in charge of people's lives, and I thought that it would be okay. Be very careful.
This story is going viral. A mom warning other parents to protect their children this summer. Don't be so quick to throw your kid to somebody else's house thinking you're getting a break. She allowed her daughter, who was 11 years old at the time of the incident, to go over to a friend's house. These people also happen to be her daughter's distant cousin. So not first cousin, but distant cousins. They're related somewhere down the line in the family tree. That's why she thought they could be trusted, and the mother she left her child with was deemed responsible because she's a nurse. Not only is the mother a nurse, but her boyfriend is being described as a doctor. Though technically he's not an MD, he's a PA. He's able to diagnose and treat patients. A lot of people go to PAs and call them doctors, but no, they don't have the same amount of training as a top dog, the MD. But anyway, they're both in the medical industry, so they're seen as trustworthy people because they have people's lives in their hands every day. Well, while at the sleepover, get this, the nurse sent a text to her boyfriend telling him his dream was coming true. This little girl was over at the house. They ended up taking video of her 3 times while she was in the bathroom. At some point, the girl didn't feel right. She left. The police got involved. They ended up finding the text message of the nurse texting her boyfriend, basically lining the victim up to be taken advantage of. He was arrested back in 2024. Word is his sentence was only 15 months in prison, which already isn't enough time. But the mom of the little girl sleepover that she went to, the nurse, the one who was in on it too, they did absolutely nothing to her at all. She's free as a bird. She was never charged for anything. She's still working as a nurse, and this whole situation is disgusting. We're going to get into it, but first,
God let us know what was going to happen. God does everything for a reason. He explains everything for a reason. You really can't trust anyone in these times. It's really sad, but you really can't trust anyone fully in these times. Obviously, if you go get your coffee or whatever the case is, you're going to have some type of level of trust to an extent for somebody to make your coffee and hope that everything is good. But when it comes to your youth and when it comes to these things, you just have to be careful because people they're falling away. Okay. Even people that are in the truth, like the saying could use anybody. The only one that can be trusted 100% fully, the one that does not change, that cannot be swayed, that it doesn't fall short, is God. That's it. It don't mean you don't love the person. It doesn't mean that you don't love each other, whatever case is, that you don't treat your neighbor with respect. But it's just the facts of the situation that we are in. Everybody does not deserve your even a certain level of trust. But let's continue.
You'll never know. It could be that she knew this woman. She knew this woman. Like, they were friends. They weren't, I don't know if they were close, but they were close enough for the kids to be going, for a child to be going over there.
How the you a nurse take a video of an 11-year-old child that's supposed to be in your care? You take a video of her in the shower and send it to your mother boyfriend talking about, I got a surprise for you. See, this is why I'm real cool on letting my mother kids stay over people's house. Because even when you think you know them, baby, you don't know.
Exactly. So y'all need to apply the same thing to the celebrities that's out there, the people that so many people look up to. You don't know any of these people. There's 24 hours in a day. Like, you see 1 minute clip of somebody, you don't know what goes on in their house, where they're at, what they doing, what they get into. This needs to be applied across the board. Same thing goes for your government. People trusting and putting their faith into these presidents and whatever the case is. Apply the same logic to everybody, okay? But I'm not gonna watch the whole video. And again, I don't know her, whatever cases, but I watch her channel every once in a while. But I don't agree with everybody. I don't know what everybody is about. Just reacting to content. But be mindful about who you're around. So, but more importantly, pick up your Bible. KJV, the one that I recommend. We need to be creating a relationship with the Most High. He's the only one that is going to get us through this thing, okay? And having that level of discernment. Obviously, there's going to have to be some type of trust when y'all playing around or whatever the case is, but seek the Most High. Seek the Most High. He will give you that discernment, and he will give you that understanding. Open up the pages of your Bible. I recommend the Bible King James Version, and break free. I also have a book out, Melanated and Expecting, just going over some of the things, the plots and plans of the pharmacia companies and the government that runs them. If you do support this content and you want to get edified, but like I said, more importantly, seek Jesus, okay? Create a relationship with the Most High, create a relationship through Jesus Christ, because we do have this time, okay? Stay sober-minded on these spiritual streets. Peace.